What's going on? This is your boy, ALX. Sam Man, Sam I Am.
Yes, sir.
And you are now watching PinDown. Now, let's get into it.
Alright. Like we say all the time, or at least what I say all the time, by the time you're seeing this, it's going to be way past the day we record it. So
Yeah.
we're just coming off of All-Star Weekend. Huge for me, because usually I'm working on Sunday nights. But with the pandemic, I'm not working as much on my second job. So Sundays, most of the time I'll be off unless something crazy pop up. So it's the first time in a long ass time I got to sit and watch the All-Star game and all the events. Because usually it's all weekend, right?
Right.
And then they kind of compressed everything into one day. I thought it was weird because I could feel it, them rushing it. Because even when they did the skills challenge, they were going back to back, back to back. They didn't like zoom back and talk to Kenny and Shaq and all them.
Let's be honest though, no one wants to see the skill
I
challenge.
don't like the skills challenge. That stuff is fun to me.
See, if they had to put a new thing into it, you put something in like throw against the wall, then do something different. Because I don't find the enjoyment anymore for that.
Look, I'll tell you why I like it. Because I used to hate when they played horse. They used to have a thing where they would get. I think they used to do.
You mean when they get like an older player?
Mm-hmm.
I did like that because then.
Like that? I don't like that.
Because I'm like, oh, who's like the half-court shot? And like, oh, okay, 30 seconds. Oh, the Curry's won or whatever.
Oh no, not that one. It was like actual horse, like letters.
Oh no, okay.
They used to do that.
Nah, I don't
but
like
I did
that.
like that too, though. When
right.
they mixed up the WNBA players too.
A legend, a current NBA player, and a WNBA player.
In like all different spots.
Right.
I used to like that too.
What they need to do is get someone, a fan, and bring them there, and then they have, oh, we have another person. Choose me, baby. Hey. T-Mac on him. See the hang?
Get him a contract. Get him a contract.
I'm telling you. Y'all give me a 10-day contract, I won't be there for another 2 years.
I thought this year's game was, I felt like it was lacking of stars.
I think because KD wasn't playing.
Yep.
And Embiid.
Yep. And Simmons.
No.
KD's
Simmons?
Yeah.
No, I think Gobert shouldn't have been on there.
Nope.
He does nothing except for dunk, which is fine, but he's not really an all-star.
He's not good for a pickup game.
Yeah, if you're doing a pickup game, if you're doing a pickup game, and there's 10 other centers, you're not picking Gobert. Maybe you will just because he won't shoot the ball, but you're not gonna pick him like, oh, he's gonna ball out. Now you like Gobert, get the rebounds, pass me the ball.
That's why he was last.
Right. So I don't think he should have been on there for that reason. Booker, he was hurt, but he should have been on there first off.
What's your conspiracy?
It's not. So I think I figured out how they pick it. So I guess the coaches, like they pick their 5 people. How they do it? They pick their 5 people, and they all will pick. Book will be in like the top 5 or whatever. But the starters have to start. Now, if I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to go back and remember this.
I thought the coaches and the players picked the reserves.
Right. But it's something with the reserves that messes it up. That's why Booker didn't get on there. Because Gobert, was he a starter?
No, he wasn't a starter.
That's right. He's a reserve. But he got on there because of he got on there because of the record. I'm like, really? Like, I get it, but it's only if you had to pick one person, it would just be Mitchell. Man, you know what? I can't remember how it's set up, but I know Gobert shouldn't have been on there. No. He could have been a sub.
Yeah, somebody got hurt.
Right.
I just thought it was funny because so many of KD's team was gone. Because Simmons and Embiid couldn't play because of medical stuff. I think COVID restrictions or something.
Right.
And then KD was hurt. Who am I missing? Somebody else there is supposed to have, I think.
KD, Embiid, Simmons.
Well, anyways, it felt like LeBron's team was so overpowering.
Right. But he's a good GM.
Yeah. And he barely played, too.
Right.
He didn't care.
Man, Dame.
Dude, Dame and Steph. Dame and Steph.
I've been trying to tell y'all about Dame. Oh, my. Dame is me if I would have kept going. I'm a little faster. His three-point shot is way better, but besides give me the more quickness, his three-point shot offset each other. Dame's bad. Dame, he's a real one too.
Oh yeah,
he's a real one. That's why I relate to him. He's real. Curry.
Look, I was walking my dog earlier, and I was like, I was gonna post it to you, but you probably already answered it. If you had to choose between Steph and Dame, starting your team from scratch, you have no other players, just straight one or the other.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Because I
love Dame, but I'll have to pick Curry.
I said the same thing.
Just because it's so much of a threat when he's out. Once he hits the court, it's just like, whew. And the one thing Dame doesn't do as well as Curry runs nonstop like Reggie Miller.
Oh, yep. He does come off the screen.
You don't want to chase that.
Yeah.
I had to chase that. I hated it. You don't want to chase that. Imagine you don't see Dame a whole game guarding Steph Curry for a reason. If he chased Curry the whole game,
oh yeah, he ain't got no offense left. Man be drained.
Curry ran out there like a crackhead. Just
yeah.
Turn around.
You remember the play where he lost control of the ball? Somehow he lost the ball, ran to grab it, turned around and fired. Dude, that was so crazy.
So things like that, I know he has to play around with that. Because sometimes in the gym, he's like, oh. And he does it so much, now it's like nothing.
Yeah.
And he knows his release points. His release points all over the board. I know he probably in the gym. Like, throw it to me by my ankles. He has practiced shooting by his ankles the whole time. So, I'm going to catch it here. Our position is go up. He's practicing all of those things too. So, like, you think it's a bad shot. He put in 500 shots a day probably just with those bad shots. Y'all like, man, that's horrible. He's like, nah, I do this.
Yeah, it's only bad when you don't practice it.
Yeah. Because that's one thing I hated. Coaches told me, Alex, you're a good bad shot maker. And I never understood what that meant. And I kind of do now. I'm like, cause I used to do this thing. I used to run through the middle of the lane, but I practice floating in the air and hit a fadeaway jump shot. So that way, when I'm coming full speed, no one can block it because I'm still floating. And he's like, what did you, Alex? I make it every time, coach. Like,
which way are you fading? You drive middle?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I practice both ways.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew it was like, well, I'm
so you driving middle and you stop and raise up for your floater and you like float either side?
Yeah, no, I'm coming. So I'm coming from the left wing. I'm driving to the middle, full speed. I pull up and I just keep floating. Then I go for my shot.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
So it just looks like I'm just going to sideline to sideline.
It's almost like a sideways runner.
Right.
Okay.
And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, Coach, I'm probably 93% on this shot, and I take it at least 3 to 4 times a game. But he's like, "That's a horrible shot." But he was a very Bobby Knight coach. So, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm making it. Like, even in middle school, like, what do you do? I'm like, I make it, but it's not a bad shot because you practice it. But that's just how the coaches see it.
What is it? Is it because they're just so stuck in their ways because they won't open up?
I think when it's something new or different, no one understands it. Like, I'm not saying I created that shot, but you see people do it all the time now. You're like, oh, I'm like, man, like, I could go back to my high school and like, nah, I did it back then. Like, you can look at it. But now you see everybody doing it. boys brought out the Euro step, he was like the first person, him and Ginobili kind of, like the first person, like, I saw him do it, so I picked it up in high school. It's like, what's he doing? Like, no, Alex. I'm like, what? Like, Brandon Boyd's doing it, but only one person's doing it. So this looks so weird and...
Yeah. It's not accepted until it spreads.
Like James Harden, that step back.
Yeah.
Because now you see everybody doing it. It's not as effective as his, but everybody's doing it.
And the first time I seen the crisscross step back, you know what I'm talking about? The one I sent you videos on me trying to do it. It looked funny when I do it. But it wasn't, the first time I had seen it, it was like some 2K thing, like a 2K cutscene, and they were talking to, of all people, Aaron Gordon. It was like, what's your favorite shot? It was like, I forgot what he called it. It was like some step back. So where he crossed his feet. I was like, man, it looks so stupid. It's because he was doing it.
Right.
And then I finally seen a video of like a trainer doing it. He was doing it during a pickup game. I was like, oh, that looks crazy. I need that in my bag. But now, like all the younger kids, they all do that type of step backs.
Right.
And then like Dame and Steph's one jump to the side step back.
I love that one.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody. I'll tell you that now. But I love it. Because when I do it to the right side, that's how I naturally lean. So it's perfect for me. So no matter how tall you are, once I get that separation, that lean back, you're not going to block it. I don't care if you're 7'2".
I never can try that because I feel I can't get it off. I do it if I'm shooting around by myself, but if I do it in the game, somebody's swatting my shit. I got only step back left. I'll give you a scouting report on me if you ever have to play me.
Now I will say,
left step back.
I will say, you trainers out there teaching these kids all these they crazy and cool moves. If they don't have the fundamentals, it means nothing. I'm letting you know that now. I see kids all the time because I coach middle school. I train kids, and they're like, "Oh, look, Coach Alex, Coach, look at this." I'm like, "Oh, now do it with the defense and shake them to the left." They're like, "What? Like not like, do you know how to jab to even create some space? Like what? Like you have to know the basics. Now when you throw that in and they understand the game, that's when you start seeing the James Harden because he knows the rules. He's like, if I do the step back with this gather, it's not a travel. Boom.
Because it's funny to me when I watch, I see dudes that have like a huge bag where they got all types of moves and tricks. But if you watch somebody that's like very simple and fundamental, like you say, their moves are way more effective. Even though they're doing less, it looks not as pretty, but they get the job done. Like they'll get by you, like just an inch that they need.
Like one person, like Kyrie, he has the fundamentals, but he has that sauce with it. When you see him dribble, you see him do all like, oh yeah, half the times, or even Chris Paul, they just keeping it right here. I call it your pocket. They're keeping it right here, right here. Then once the play breaks down, that's when their creativity and reaction happen. That's when you like, oh, whoa, that's just their natural ability. You can't teach. I can't be like Sam, do what Kyrie does. Like it's not gonna happen.
I look crazy.
Yeah, like
that should be a video.
Like I practice this. I'm like, yeah, but the reaction and how he knows how to move his body to the left just to get that little shift on the defense. If you watch Kyrie, he always he has to get the defense shifting. And people's like, oh, I can do that. Like, how much do you practice that? Like, you hear, that's different than because Chris Paul, he has this. And his shift is still a shift, but it's not like Kyrie's, but it's still effective because he's moving. People think, oh, I can do it. Like, you can't do it like that unless you're going to practice it, but don't get the fundamentals down first. Be a John Stockton.
Yep.
If you have to be a John Stockton, he played in the league how many years? Number one assist man.
Steals.
Yep. What's my boy's name? Rod Strickland. It looked like he has no handles, but he could get to it. You tell him to get to that point. Rod Strickland would get to that point, get his shot up. It looks like he's out of control, losing the ball. He's under control the whole time. If y'all want to know who that is, look it up. Rod Strickland.
You gotta look it up. Dude, I didn't know Rod Strickland was that nice until I just kept hearing his name with Kyrie and then like older, mostly like New York-based dudes will always bring up Rod Strickland.
See, once I got big into basketball once. Yes, I watched Michael Jordan because you had to watch Michael Jordan growing up.
Couldn't miss it.
But once '96 hit, I was all Allen Iverson. And one basketball was my first thing, but then it's Allen Iverson. And I was like, oh. So I started getting all the basketball cards. I'm collecting cards. I'm like, oh yeah, Ross Strickland. Boom, 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 boom. I had all these people. And then my grandpa, he used to run like the Boys and Girl Club. So like he knew like the Anthony Peeler, played in the NBA. He knew all these people. So he would introduce me to all these older like players. Like, oh, this card, and that's Peeler's house right there. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. And that's how I started learning. And then I was like, oh, this guy's nice. Oh, okay. So I kind of grew my game off of that. And then since I was a little wiry, things just looked awkward. Like, oh, but I'm fast. I have an Iverson-like arms. I can't do the right to left, but I can do the left to right like Iverson. Like, I was like, okay. And I do have to shout out my boy, AD. He taught me that left to right Iverson crossover. Man, we want to get him on this show because he got some knowledge on basketball too.
Shout out to AD because I think we was pre-gaming one time, and I knew y'all hooped together. I was like trying to learn a sham god. I was like, bro, how you do your sham god? And he told me to in and out it and then pull it back.
Right.
Because I never thought about it like that. I thought you just throw it and then snatch it back.
I think it's different for everybody. I'll throw it, but I know I can throw it so far. I have really fast hands. So the chance of you getting it or beating me there is very slim. Even if I don't get it the whole way, I'm getting the ball back. But if I get it and you lunge, you're going to look silly. But I think it's different for everybody. It just depends how you move.
But I can't throw it and snatch it back. Not every time. It's going to be a lot of times I'll lose control of it. So I really like in and out it and snatching it back. Now I can't, I got it to the point to where I can't make it effective yet, but it's become a setup of mine. It's become something natural to me, so I kind of in and out, snatch back, and then I come behind my back, and then I use a pick.
Okay. You're like, hey.
Yep.
Give me that.
I remember one time, I don't know how it ended up happening, but you was coming up court, and I don't know who was supposed to cover you, but I had to pick you up, and then your asshole ass, you shame got me into a pick. But anyway, just keep going. I just remember that.
But you're going to get AD on this show. I won't say number one, but he's probably the top 5 best shooters I've ever seen in my life. Like when he's actually shooting. Like if he's just chilling, like okay, but when he's putting the work in, you tell him to shoot, this boy can shoot.
Okay, that makes sense to why he named his shout out his
Oh man, you did that. I forgot it. Hey.
Shoot it better.
Yeah.
Shoot it better. Shoot better. Shoot it better. Shoot better.
You know, I'll let you know right now to make it official.
Yeah, shout out AD, man. I only keep doing it once with a cool ass dude.
That's my guy right there.
Makes sense.
Shoot it better. You're right.
Okay. I always see that dude on my feed. Him and his the kids he's training.
Yeah. Yeah.
But speaking of Kyrie, dude, that game he was getting after rebounds. He was real aggressive. Did you notice that?
Because no one's gonna actually work that hard for it in the game. You don't try to do that.
Yeah, but he was the only one I was seeing going after the ball.
Yeah, because he didn't want to get embarrassed. It was about to get ugly pretty soon.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was like, LeBron's team was so.
Yeah, it was so lopsided.
Yeah.
Like
I was like, how the hell this happened? Y'all took turns picking.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant knew he wasn't playing. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
First of all, I know why he picked some people he did. Like picking Harden and Kyrie.
Yeah.
That's cool. You had to. And they're really good hoopers. But some people, I'm like, I can't remember the order. But how'd you let LeBron get Dame?
I know.
I mean, like, Curry was a starter, so. Who did he pick? No, he picked Giannis first. Then, if I was KD, he had to pick Kyrie. But, he has to. Okay, so you couldn't get him. But still, like, some of the people, I'm not letting them slide over.
Yeah.
Like Zion, the name. Oh, yeah. Like, okay. Like, he was kind of afraid to dunk sometimes.
He was. He missed the jitters. He missed a couple oops, man.
I'm telling you.
And he smoked a couple dunks.
Yep. Like, I understand picking Tatum, but for All-Star game, he's cool, but I'm not sure All-Star game-wise, at least not Shet. I'll pick him for that, because, what's his name? His teammate. What's his teammate?
Jaylen Brown?
Brown. He's going to go in there. You saw, he's like, I'm going to score one. And once he scored one, he's like, I'm going to score again. So you know he's going to get points.
He tried to shake somebody. I think it might have been Kyrie.
Right, like, he's going to try to against them. Once he get loosened up, that's what he does. But, like, there's little things like, I'm like, man, I would have picked Jaylen Brown in that situation. Now, who's a better player? I don't know. To be honest, I thought Tatum was going to grow a lot more, which he has, but Jaylen Brown, he's coming up.
Jaylen Brown is nice, dude. I like
Jaylen. And he plays D. Like,
I like Jaylen.
He's going to do all the dirty. He's going to run, get that rebound. Man, I'm a Missouri boy, but I might pick Jaylen. Yeah, I'd pick Jaylen Brown.
What the hell happened to Kimba?
Injury.
Is he just not fitting?
No, it was an injury. Kind of like threw stuff off, but I don't know what's going on in Boston. Something has to happen, but I don't know what. Because you could make the team off of Tatum and Brown. I think they're missing a key big man. If Tristan Thompson was younger, he would be that person, but he's not the same Tristan Thompson when he won a championship. If they had a big man that did like the Udonis Haslem type stuff, boom, and have a solid point guard who runs the point like a Drew Holiday, that'd be perfect. Now, it'd be too hard to get all those pieces correctly, but
something that style.
Right.
I get what you mean.
Yeah. Drew Holiday's nice.
Dude.
See, now I'm thinking Drew Holiday is nice.
I knew that was going to help Milwaukee when I saw that trade. I was like, oh, that's... Because Drew Holiday, he's the one that gets respect of all the other dudes that's in the league.
Right. He's your favorite player.
Yep.
Yeah.
When people forget that he was an all-star when he
came
out of Philly. Yep. He made Iguodala.
You have to watch him on film. People don't... Because when you watch the games, you're like, ooh, I want to watch Giannis. Watch Drew Holiday. It could be the smallest thing. Just watch his positioning. Like, he knows when not to open up, when to open up. People look past that like, that makes a big difference. When you drive, just show and act like you're digging, like whatever. That makes a big thing. Oh, that makes it so much easier for my team. Because that offensive player will be like, I can't do it because he's there. But maybe in Drew's head, he's like, I'm not going to do nothing, but I'm just going to scare him. But you don't know that. Because if he actually comes down and you try to do your move, double team, fumbling the ball. Yeah, I like Drew.
Yeah. Fuck with Drew. Bro, I am hearing something, but I don't know what it is.
That's outside. The wind blow?
No, it sounds like a spring or something. Yeah. It's like... Yeah, that.
Oh, it's probably the dog outside. My dog's trying to go to sleep. Sometimes he just make a... He does all the time. I don't know why. The doctor said he's good. Okay. It's just his little mechanism.
Like a hiccup?
No.
Oh.
That's him.
Okay.
Sounds so used to it.
That sounds crazy, dude. It sounds like something's wrong with your house.
Like, when you hear it at nighttime, you like, what is that? Alright, okay.
Man, my dog snores.
I know.
My dog snores loud as shit.
But, that 3-point contest, let's get real. We know nobody was going to win.
Nah, nobody's going to beat Steph.
Okay. To do a real 3-point contest, Don't pick the best 3-point percentage. Don't do that. Put in Curry.
Why was Duncan Robinson not in it?
I don't know. Put in Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the bum ACL Achilles, put in Thompson. Dame should have been in there again. Mm-hmm. Kyrie should have been in there. Mm-hmm. Booker wasn't there, but if he was, put in Booker. Mm-hmm. Like, Tatum was in it.
They had Tatum. They had Levine. I didn't know that dude could even shoot.
He's an in-game shooter.
And then they had Conley was in it. Conley, he gave him a good second round.
Right, but let's get real. Anybody think he's gonna beat Steph?
I didn't know he could shoot. I thought this motherfucker just ran the offense and played D.
He was shooting at in Memphis.
Okay, I just didn't pay attention to Conley.
But you like pick real shooters, then you pick like that Kyle Korver, like Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, I thought Duncan Robinson.
Because once he catch it, like I could pick a better field and make it. Everybody's gonna be. Now, if you just get the jitters and you mess up, it happens. But if you're that shooter, everybody's gonna be locked in. Like, ooh, is Curry gonna win? Thompson's in it. I wouldn't even put KD in it.
That's supposed to be for all the specialists.
Right. I'll put KD in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, KD. Yeah. Well, get 7-footer.
Has KD ever done? He's never done any of the events.
He should. Just set shoot. Ooh.
Oh yeah, the set shooters have the best advantage because they don't get tired.
Man, because Curry against KD and Thompson with Dame, right there, I'm cool right there. Then you throw in Booker, Duncan Robinson. People like, nah, he's gonna do good. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's
all he does.
Yeah.
It's like Kyle Korver when he won. Like,
it's made for the specialists.
What do you think about that dunk contest, though?
I did not know that Portland guard could dunk. See, I didn't know he could dunk. I thought he was like another CJ off the bench.
I knew him because of his dunking. So he came out. He was really young when he got to the league. So that's how I knew. I was like, oh, this boy, he gonna be nice, but he's just so young. I think he's not even 20. Maybe he just turned 21. He's been in the league for 3 years.
Oh shit.
Like, he's young, 2 or 3. So people don't know, like, oh, no, he's still young.
I had no idea he could dunk. I saw him a couple highlights. I think a couple years ago. He was just making shots. He was catching the ball, coming off picks.
Right. But in the game, when you're 6'3", not that big.
Yeah.
You're not going to see.
Drive like that.
You're not going to see someone come in there like a Derrick Rose and just.
Yeah, he's special.
Yeah, like Westbrook. But he was bigger. This kid wasn't. He was like
he's
me.
so skinny,
But he's like, But if you just let open court, like, do something.
Yeah.
He got you. It's like Dame when he did the dunk contest that weird year.
Yeah, I didn't know Dame could dunk either when he was in the dunk contest. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I like PG Dame with the Pacers when he did dunk.
That
reverse 360.
Yeah, he did Vince's reverse 360 windmill.
Yeah.
Dude, the Simmons kid, when he did the, he was gonna kiss the rim. I was like, oh, that's it right there, cause like they said in the commentators, like, it reminded me just of Gerald Green.
Yeah.
Cause that's like one of my favorite dunks, cause it got food incorporated.
You know, what is your favorite dunk in the dunk contest?
Gerald Green, when he blew the cupcake.
That's your favorite one?
Cause he got cupcake up there. Charles, I remember when they did that dunk. Charles was like, I would have gave him 50. He would have took a bite out of it.
Right. Man, the best dunk from a dunk contest. I did a dunk contest at my high school. I got second place. Just because I liked the dunk and I did it. I think it was Andre Ryder who covered his face. I did that dunk.
The D Brown?
Yeah, that's it. What I say?
You said Andre Ryder.
My bad, D Brown.
Who was Andre Ryder? You mixed Andre.
Right,
You mean Isaiah Ryder?
Yeah.
What's in your cup?
Hey, in my head, I know who I was talking about. But I did that. I like that dunk just because I thought it's like, oh, that's so cool. And when I did it, I got a big reaction from the crowd too.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
high school dunk contest.
The dunk that probably blew me away. Any dunk from Vince Carter's dunk contest with him, Tracy McGrady, and Steve Franchise. Like, when the first time franchise brought it back here.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Then when T-Mac did the 360 touch the heel, I was like, oh. Damn it, Vince though.
Dude, everybody went nuts. Nobody's ever done anything like that.
Because I remember watching it. I used to tape every single game, every All-Star game. I'm watching, I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do? You know Vince Carter done.
Same.
When he did a reverse, I just remember I stood there, I was like, what? And all of a sudden, like, he finally hit me, I was like, Mom, Dad! Oh!
Reverse 360, and then he comboed it with a windmill.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He locked the elk. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And what? He had another dunk.
What he did that year, it changed dunking. It made what dunking is now today.
It was a showmanship too. After he did
the
legs, when he did.
Yep.
It was like.
And the face he would make after each dunk. Like you felt like his sauce coming off of him. Like you could feel his energy.
When he did the honey dip though.
I didn't know what the fuck he did.
I saw. I was like, well, he just put his arm in the rim. My brother's like, yeah, he put his arm in the rim. I was like he put his arm in the rim.
I didn't know he put his arm in the rim till they showed the replay. I thought it was a regular ass dunk. I was like, what the fuck is that? It was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I just remember I was like, he did nothing nice, just the arm in the rim.
Yeah.
But it did, because you never saw it before, so you like, it's just an arm. My brother's like, yeah, it's an arm in the rim.
Yeah.
Like, it's an arm. So we had to lower our goal. Trying to do like, I had like bruises on my elbow. Man. And I never understood when I was younger why you see some players have like tape around their, like close by the knuckles. When you dunk, if you don't know how to do it correctly, you get calluses.
Like hurt.
Because when I started dunking, I didn't understand. So now I was like, I'm like, how? Why I got a blister up here? Then I was like, oh. Then I figured that. Okay.
Yeah. When I got on the 7-foot rim, I was like, oh, I understand. That shit hurt.
Okay, 7 foot.
Oh yeah, I couldn't do the 8 foot. I said, let me find me a 7 foot.
No.
Bro, but that shit does hurt.
Well, yes, but not anymore. Once you learn how to do it, it don't hurt anymore.
Okay. I was like, fuck that. Even if I had to bounce.
Yeah, you just know how to. I'm not sure how to explain.
I'm gonna run back up court like this every time.
I would say, like, literally for when I started dunking consistently, my freshman or sophomore to junior year, I was like, I don't know I don't know how to stop this. I don't want to dunk because it started hurting. I can't shoot the ball. Then something clicks, like, oh, this is how you do it. I'm not sure why. I never got one ever again.
Would you just pull your hand back real fast? What do you do?
To be honest, I don't even know. Something.
Just instinct?
Something, I guess so. You just learn how to do it correctly. Because you're like, I ain't going to bust my hand up for this.
Yeah, some people don't think about hurting your hand on the rim. And some dudes throw it down hard, like Kemp and Russ and...
Yep.
Okay, what... Outside of the 2000 dunk contest,
Aaron Gordon. Under the legs. When the guy was that little
mascot. Yeah.
That's the best dunk of all time. But I had to put Vince Carter just because that showmanship. Yeah. Aaron Gordon, the thing was spinning. You had to get the timing down. He jumped over him.
I didn't think that was possible, dude.
That was sick. And he lost.
And he's tall as shit.
Boy, it's like he jumped on the trampoline. He's like,
yeah.
That was the sickest dunk. Levine's dunk none of his dunks touch that dunk at all. You can argue with me all you want. Look at all the dunks and go back to.
I want to argue with you, but I can't remember. I can't remember any.
You could say, oh, he jumped from the free throw line to the windmill.
No, I don't like free throw line dunks.
Only way I would like a free throw line dunk, if you did that, put it behind your back or something. J.R. Smith did, but I don't know if anybody's gonna do that.
I mean, I remember the first time I seen J.R. Smith do that in the dunk contest.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, behind the back.
And then people start doing smoother.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit.
I don't know who this kid is, an African kid that was on social media in high school. Dark had bounce. He did an in-game Aaron Gordon between under the thighs.
I think I might have seen that.
I don't know who he is, but hey, you nice, man.
Boy.
Like, yeah. I knew some people who had bounce that I played with, but they couldn't hoop. They always happen like that. Like, he got bounce, but he can't hoop.
It's a balance of life. It's a balance of life. I wonder if the dudes that just dunk, like the professional dunkers, I wonder if some of them are like just straight gymnasts and don't even hoop.
So I hooped with, he's a professional dunker. What's his name? Man, I feel bad now because that's my guy. He's from France.
Oh, you gotta say his name.
Dupree. But I want because y'all need to check him out. He has crazy bounce, but he has hoop game too. Now I'm not saying he's gonna come up here and just. Now if you give him open shot, he's gonna hit the shot down, like because he does this. But he has game. Not every dunker can. But he does.
It sounds like he's about to say something bad about him.
Nah.
Oh. It sounded like he was about to say something bad. I thought you were about to say he was garbage.
Oh no, I felt bad because I couldn't remember his name.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna feel bad because you about to throw him under the bus.
Dupree, something like that. But he's nice. His bounce, A1. And he dunk.
Was he tall?
Maybe an inch taller than me. Maybe 6'4", 6'5". Oh, okay. I guess I'm 6'4", so 6'5", 6'6". But not that much tall. But he just got springs in his legs. And my boy Jewel Carter, I gotta shout him out from KC. He got bounce and he got game.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna give another shout out. His daughter's coming. His daughter is a mini him.
Oh shit.
Woo! Y'all gonna have some problems.
How old is his daughter?
I could be wrong, but I think she's around that 10 age mark.
Okay.
I remember seeing her. We were hooping in some league. His daughter's older than my son, but they were back there just playing around. But she was doing like some drill. Like, oh, okay. I was like, I know you hoop, but you teach your daughter, and now you see her now. I'm like,
oh yeah.
She doing combos.
Oh yeah.
Behind, slide, like behind the back with like a slide.
Ooh.
Like, she gonna be something serious.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, my son coming for you. I know I get hyped. I'm trying to calm down because I don't want to push him too hard. But he's tall. He's fast. He's quick. He could dribble and he could think. He's not even 7. He turned 7 on Monday. I'm telling y'all, I'm trying to calm down because I don't want to push him. But if he does this, it's going to be something different. You know when you get that person that comes through, you're like, oh, he's kind of like this person. Like, you could say Kobe's like MJ, but Kobe, you're like, oh, he has something in him. He has something.
Oh, yeah.
He got something
Kobe
in him.
had a dog in him.
And like, my son nice because he's a little kid now. He's going to be good if he gets a little bit of.
I get that.
Like,
dog.
when I got that competitiveness, if he gets that, and he gets a little. Whoa.
You don't have to worry about that. The way I watch y'all play Sorry, you motherfuckers, boy. Y'all, he's gonna get a dog in him just for playing Sorry.
We take Sorry so serious over here.
It is scary.
I'm telling you. If you take my pawn, I'm coming after you. And we all do the same thing. Hey, Sorry ain't no game. I know it's a game, but it ain't no game.
He gonna bring the ball up. He not gonna call ISO. He gonna call Sorry. Sorry.
Yep. Do that. Man.
Get your ass out the way. Yeah, Kobe.
I'm trying to tell you. You gotta get your little one hooping.
That's not gonna happen.
Just start little by little.
No, that's not gonna happen.
See, all you have to do is, like, let's do something like fun, different. Take her to a college game, just sit there, and like just a college game because high school, it won't be. It could be something special for her, but college, like, oh, not give like all her snacks, all the food and nachos and stuff.
You be me, I'll be my daughter at the game.
Okay. I'm like, what you doing over there?
Hey, Roblox.
You want to get some snacks?
Nope.
You hungry?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How about this? I'll get you some snacks, and I'll buy you another game.
Yeah, you got a charger? Can I see your power bank?
Yeah, I got that for you. We're going to watch 5 minutes, and you got to tell me one thing someone did. Describe it in your own words. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
I saw the man walk by with popcorn.
Oh, man, you just lost $100.
$100? Aww.
I know.
Bro, yeah, that's pass. If I have another one as a little boy, maybe. But that boat has left the dock. They into other shit.
So I had my son down here yesterday, drilling. Boy, like, wow, man, I'm drilling all the time. My arm's burning. I'm like, good. So now I'm counting. I'm like, keep your head up. How many fingers I have up? He's like, oh, okay. Now go to your left hand. Left hand's hard. Now after a while, he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, now crossovers. Yeah. Ooh.
Make a little Frankenstein over here.
I'm giving him everything I found out later. Man.
That's why so many NBA sons in the league. Right.
You know, I was like, yeah. The reason why I'm not sure how I'm gonna say it. Like my generation or our generation, we had to find a way to be great. Like, we didn't have a trainer. We just went outside. Like, we had to try this move 500 times till we feel like, why is it not working? Then we like, boom. Kids now, they're like, the creativity's not there. They're like, they have us as trainers, so we're telling them, this is what you do. Okay. Now I have to teach you the IQ piece of it, because I naturally learned it, because I had no one to tell me. So now I'm like, okay, this is how you break down film. They're like, oh, I didn't notice that. Now they're going again. They're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, like, I had to do that. Like, it wasn't, no one was going to tell me, come here, son. Okay, this is what you're saying. It's like, sit on the bench. That's all they did, sit on the bench.
Because with us coming up, even though I figured shit out on my own too. Because I never hoop organized, but I just hoop with friends, and for a while that's all I could do, because that's the only thing that would let me leave the house, because my parents were so keeping me sheltered. But anyways, like our generation, it's like learning how to put the furniture together with no instructions.
Right.
But now the kids today, like they got trainers, they got Instagram, they got YouTube.
Right. Now
they have the instructions, so it's easier for them to build a lot faster. So they're developing so much quicker.
And they're leaving out the mistakes that normal people don't make. That's why you see kids, like you said, they're developing faster without the mistakes. Or if they're not learning the basics, then you see that. But most likely, if you go to a good trainer, you're going to get those basics.
Yep.
Because I know when people come to me, they're like, why are we still doing this? I'm like, because your shot is not consistent. Sometimes you hear, sometimes like, why are we going to scoot back if you cannot shoot this shot free throw line 100 times the same? You up here, over here. No, we're not going back. And people are like, I'm like, if this is not for you, don't come to me.
Right.
And now, the girl I train, I'm going to harp on her. Brooke Ellis. She started off as a lefty. She's now a right-handed shooter.
Damn, I think I remember you telling me.
She had no offers, averaging less than 5 points a game. To the next year, when she went to be a junior, she was a starter, double digits. Then colleges started looking. I was like, let's keep on working. I can help you get to where you want to be. Boom, senior year, COVID hit. Had an offer already. She signed. Like she's cool. Now she's not cool as like her game, because now she keep on growing. But she don't have to worry about the scholarship. Where am I going to play? Am I done? Because every kid goes through like. I knew I was going to play basketball. I didn't know how to go about it because I had nobody in front of me. I knew it was like, hey, I can hoop. Who's taking me?
Right.
But now, there's guidance.
She got the manual now. Kids have the manual. That's why it's going to be less broken jumpers. You're going to see these weird-ass form jumpers. You're not going to see, like, any weird form jumpers now. Because kids aren't having to figure it out anymore.
Right.
Because they have the manual.
You have a bad shot. Like, oh, we're going to go to the trainer, fix your shot. even if it's not the perfect shot, you're going to be right here.
Mm-hmm.
Your release might be a little different, but it's going to be here or whatever.
You're not just in a playground fucking around up until you in high school, and now it's like way harder to change the jump shot.
Right.
You're gonna end up like you're not gonna end up like a Kid Gilchrist. I can't even mimic his.
What's that dude's name? The ugliest nice jump shot, K. Martin.
Oh yeah.
Like it was ugly.
Yeah, he like swung it around.
But
Lonzo used to shoot like that.
But he couldn't make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why his shit changed.
But Martin, boy, he was, I don't know how he was in. And once he learned how to do a pump fake with it, I was like, what the, ugh. But he got
I got a fun video of that.
He got bucket solved. Like,
He did.
Another ugly shot, Sean Marion.
Oh, man, he shot at your chin.
But he did so much other things, it didn't really matter.
Oh, yeah, it didn't matter.
The Matrix.
Dude.
He had bounce coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Or coming into the league.
Bro, him locking up wings, man.
That wingspan, his foot quickness. Like, his fast twitch muscles were so quick. Like, man. Woof.
Damn, I can't believe it. We've been on basketball this whole...
Hey, you know we love that. We love basketball.
Damn, I had another point I wanted to make.
On what?
About development. Like, just learning on your own from just playing with friends on a playground or whatever.
I think it's good to learn on your own just because...
You get the instinct?
You have to force yourself to think of, I don't say creative, but a way to make it. It's kind of like if you have a business and you're like, okay, here's the money, or you have $5,000. How are you going to make it? You're going to have to, all right, I'm going to have to hustle this out of the ground and do my thing. And that's totally different when someone's like, all right, I give you, instead of 5,000, I give you 20,000. And just do this plan like a franchisee of like McDonald's. You don't go through the motions.
Yeah.
Now, somebody will come along like, I want more than this. How am I going to get to it? But you didn't have that. We just like, okay, we have nothing. How are we going to get there? So everything we learned what the McDonald's CEO learned. We like, oh, we got all that information. If you just don't be a franchisee, you don't have that information. You just have the pamphlet they give you. Like, all right, now this is how you maintain it. But how'd you get there? How'd you get that work ethic? How'd you get that? They don't have that. And that's why I love to see the training. I love to see the grind. I love to see that sweat.
Yeah.
When I tell them at the end, get on the line. Like, we running? I'm like, it's still basketball. What are you talking about? We running? You're on the line. I have a killer conditioning drill. I won't say it online because y'all won't take it. But I say it, every kid head just drops. I'm like, it is what it is, but...
You trying to break them to build them back up? Is it that type of thing?
It's kind of like a break. Yes, but it will get you in shape. Because I did track and I did basketball. I kind of put two things together. I'm like, okay, let's see. And if you do this, and if you do it consistently, weekly, you go on that court, you will never get tired. People used to be like, I was never get tired. Yes, I was younger, but I did it just for fun because I knew no better. And I learned, I'm like, ooh, if I do this all the time, people are like, why is Alex doing this? I'm like, sometimes we ran lines, I would lap people, I'd do an extra one, they're like, did he do an extra one? I'm like, I want to get better. Like,
coaches love that shit.
I think they look at me crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did.
I would imagine the coach was like, y'all need to be like Hughes.
Sometimes, but he did it to make them feel bad. My teammates never got mad at me for that, but they knew, like, that's just Alex. That's what he does. Like, if he's on the fast break, just let him go. You're not going to catch him. But, yeah.
Damn, I cannot remember what the fuck I was trying to say.
We might need to do an episode when the gyms get back to normal. We record the whole hoop session, 5-on-5s. Then we can interview the people. Hey, you see me busting your ass out there, right? We might actually
do that, man. Shit, do it on a day I'm not working so I can film it.
Yeah, we do that one episode. Y'all be like, let's see if they're really about it. Like, I told y'all. Everybody gonna try to come. Are you recording again? Nah. Oh, 'cause I brought my homeboy. Man, I get him in business. Get the camera. Get the camera, Sam. Get the camera.
Are you sure you want to do this? Should we sign a... Look, we got to sign a waiver. Because he's probably going to bust your boy's ass. We don't want to be liable.
Because y'all gonna laugh at Sam. I'm like, we gonna block your shot? I'm gonna get him the correct position.
Oh, I'm not playing.
You gonna play?
Oh, I'm not playing.
Just hit one shot and you can walk off.
Oh, okay.
You be that person like, man, it's too easy. I'll get you an open shot.
That's all I need. That's all I need. You know I knock it down when I'm open.
See, I'm gonna get you an open shot. I'm like, ugh. You're like, you know what? I'm done. It's too easy. Because we used to hoop on the weekends. We were on the team for a while. Then we had switched teams. It ain't the same. It's different when you're not playing with me than playing with me.
Oh yeah, because you helped me get shots. You set screens for me so I get open.
First of all, open gym. You know everybody do that one-on-one thing. But I'm not trying to prove nothing. I'm like, you know what? I could score, but it's fun when my friend can score. I'm like, ooh, I'll do a rub-off screen. Like, come on, a DHO. Like, here you go. And they're like, because they don't follow me. They don't think I'm going to keep going. He got it. Like, if y'all know what DHO is, dribble handoff. I know some people like, DHO.
I didn't know what he was talking about either. I was like, DHO, what's that stand for?
Okay. Dribble handoff. It's a little basketball language for you guys right there.
I was like, what's DHO? I was about to Google that shit when I get home. I was like, what was he talking about?
And you were smooth with it, though.
Yeah.
I just came to me like, people may not know what that means.
Yeah.
Because I said that to like people are training, like, what's DHO? Yeah. And they look at me, I'm like, if you don't understand something, just say it to me. But
now most people things gonna go a long way trying to figure it out later.
Right.
Bro, I was trying to think of all the highlights that I had when I played up there with y'all. I know I had a couple game time shots, but the funny thing about me is that unless I'm the best player out there, I don't care about the score. So I never know when it's game time.
Yeah.
Because I hit a couple that I didn't know. I ran back and people just start like walking towards the waterfalls. It's like, oh, I almost hit game.
See, I'm the person, if I can avoid it, I won't shoot it until like, next point, game point. I'm like, I tell them before I get the ball. I'm ending it so everybody knows. I like it when they lock on me because then I could practice stuff still. I'm like, ooh. Now I know all 5 eyes are on me. They know I'm not going to pass it. I'm going to beat my first guy. I already know that. I know he's going to try to rotate. If I hit this little fake spin, hit him with the smitty, how's it going to look? I see it in my head. I'm like, is it going to really look like that? It may not look like it. It might go in still, but I'm like, I know what I should have done.
This was going through your head as you bring the ball up?
Yep. Because I know I'm going to beat the first guy regardless. Because not many people have a first step quicker than mine. So I'm going to get past you. And I'm going to shield you off. Unless you don't foul me. Which, stop fouling on game point, people. I got fouled like 6 times in a row on a game point.
I believe it.
Stop fouling on game points.
Just go to the next game, man. Just run it back.
Man. And what they should do I think they should and shouldn't. If you hit game point, shoot a free throw to make sure you end the game. Because I hate when the lucky person hit the game shot, they can't shoot. Like, okay, free throw ends it. Then if you miss it, then the first one to whatever score wins. But don't be doing that. Oh, pass it to the guy in the corner. Dang! Like, what? That happens all. I'm like, really? That happened? Alright.
I'm trying to think of all the times I hooped too. I remember one play, it's my go-to move. Y'all can know it because it don't matter. It works either way. It's my most natural go-to move. I just do it instinctively. So it's tween from the left to the right. And I bring it back behind my back. I haven't watched a video on it to see why it's so effective for me, but it always works. I've gotten people maybe 3 times with it real bad. I made my boy's brother-in-law, like, his foot went like this. His foot went like this for some reason.
Like, yeah, stilettos on.
Yeah. Like, his foot, like, kind of, his left foot slid, like, kind of funny. So I started to laugh, but I did make the shot after that. And I got the girl you train's dad, because he was on me. And I made his foot do the same thing a little bit, too. And I drove left and hit a floater.
Okay.
But whenever I do get somebody like that, it don't happen to me that often. so I can't help but giggle. So sometimes I don't finish because I be busy laughing.
See, I try not to laugh while hooping anymore. Because you don't know who's in this. You don't know who you playing against. People get mad.
Oh, yeah?
I know once I get in the zone.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't know I did it till I saw myself on tape. If I hit like 2 jump shots, then I start doing, when I shoot it, before when the ball goes in, I do my head. When I actually start doing that, people are like, what? They're like, hey, nah, you're not going to do it. I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm feeling my own self. It's nothing to do with you.
That's the best feeling too.
I'm like,
when you know you feeling it.
Right.
Oh, that is the best feeling.
And the worst, I have been disrespectful before. I don't do it anymore. What I did some type of NL cross, and I knew it was gonna work. Before I even got into my shot pocket, I shot it, and I looked. I didn't look a full look away, but I looked at the bench. I looked at him. I was like, you thought you were going to guard that. And I don't talk. I don't talk. Man. And he was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I should have done that. I should have done that. But I did.
Yo, another thing about that gym, when I was up there with you, I remember me and this one dude, we was guarding each other this game. For some reason, he got mad at me. Because I knocked down like 2 straight shots on him. Because I remember you were on his team, and you teased him about it too. It was like, oh, that's 2 now. He can make those. And then at the end of the game, he's like, why you do that to me? I give you space. You don't give me no space. Because I was playing D.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he got mad because I was playing D. And I didn't know he was purposely giving me room.
I know who you're talking about by the accent.
Well, he's a cool dude though.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, he got mad because I wasn't getting. Well, we could have made a deal. Sometimes I make deals with people. It's like, hey, if you don't run, I won't run.
Yeah. So I tell people that, you try to run, I just pull your jersey back. You're like, what you doing? You naturally have to stop. I'm like, yeah, I'm not chasing you.
Like, you should have just told me you wanted space. I would give you space. You're here for a workout.
See, I'm here for a workout, but if I get the ball, I want you to guard me. Don't be like, I'm like, come on, I shoot a 15-footer. Like, I can make 15-footers in my sleep. I just wanna hoop.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's why I like hooping against younger people, because I want to take this challenge against this guy. That's why I like it. Unless you get a stupid one who's just value. But
man, I remember the one kid that all of y'all would just always yell at this dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Has he gotten better? Have you seen him? I'll be feeling bad for him. I was like, he's just a little kid.
He was getting better. I don't want to talk about it on camera because other stuff with him. Okay. Other stuff going on. So
you gotta say his name or nothing. People don't know who we talking about.
Yeah, but if he sees this, I feel bad. He has the makeup of being a really good player, like KD type, but he don't put in the work like he should. He think he is putting in work. He just going through the motion. It's not putting in work. And yes, it's a difference. Going out there and just shooting shots, and there's a difference of shooting some. My elbow's not. Man, my head getting there. It's a difference.
It seemed like he got down on himself pretty quick too.
Right. Sometimes I would get on him like during the open gym, but I'm like, okay, you did it wrong, but this is what you should have done. He's like, oh. I know sometimes he's like, I always ask the kid, what did you see out there? Because he's seeing something totally different. He's like, I saw this, like, that's not what happened. This guy was coming over here. That's why you had it. He's like, he did? I'm like, you have to kind of build that memory up. If you don't, how you going to get better? Because no one's going to tape these games for you, or these open gym games. So you have to go off your memory. That's another way I learned. I learned how to play back a whole game in my head. So I could, on the way back home on the bus, I'm like, oh, that's what happened. I shouldn't have done that. Now I go back.
That's what a true hooper does, man. I be thinking about that shit for weeks, especially when I mess up.
See, that's the worst when you have like a whole week to think about it. Like the worst is when it's like a real game, you have to go through practices, and your team just killing you for it. Like, I'm like, damn, just give me to Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, you can't wait for that next time.
Now I'm like, it didn't happen this time.
Yeah, you can't wait.
They still do that. It happened last week though. All right, how can I erase that memory now? I gotta do it again.
Well, I remember Closest thing I got to that now was playing with dudes at my office. I hated that the pandemic started because my last game before pandemic started was so trash, and I was ready for the next time we got together. That's all I could think about. I was like, yo, I want to get back. Because the first time I played with them, this is the second time they had did this. I didn't know they was doing this. I didn't know they was getting dudes together in the office and playing. So the first time I heard about it, I was like, because one of our VPs was like, hey Sam, you know the guys are like playing ball and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah, like, they didn't tell you about it? I was like, no, nobody told me. He was like, oh, yeah, let me go talk to these clowns, let them know. I was like, yeah, you go tell them. Because I was so mad. I was like, bro, half of them know I could play because I played with them before. So the first time I stepped on the court with them, I was out for blood. I was like, oh, as soon as y'all give me the ball, I'm cooking whoever step up on me. Because because the setting is perfect for me. What gives me problem is somebody that's really fast or long and athletic. If you're not that, you're not going to give me problems. So they all of them are tall, but I don't care about that. But they all like mediocre speed white dudes. I was like, oh, I'm frying somebody. First play down, I don't know why. We came off a rebound. I don't know why he wanted to pick me up 3/4 of the court. Dude, I went hard right, he stayed with me. I went tween left, he stayed with me. I went tween right, half spin. He was all the way over there. I went back to the full spin and went to the left side. And I was like, oh, got him!
You went hard in the paint.
Yeah, bro.
What you thinking?
I was so heated that game. I played so good. And then one play, I crossed my man, drove. He came from behind me and swatted my shit out of bounds. So soon as next play, we inbound the ball. My guy got in the corner. I was like, yo, give me that. I said, let me see that, Phil. I said, let me see that. Let me see that.
You know it's real. He said the name.
Oh, yeah. I was like, Phil, let me see that. Let me see that. I was on a wing by myself. You know what the strings did. That's what the strings did.
I like it when the strings don't move. That is.
Oh, I don't do those. I don't do those.
Oh.
I don't get those.
But you brought me something to my memory. You said, because he's white, I never gone to a game thinking, now I'm going to kill him just because you don't know what he's about. I was in the Pro-Am. I'm balling. I remember my boys like, I'm going to get off too. And somebody on the other team came in late, like at halftime. He looked familiar to me, but he's older than me. I was like, he looked familiar, I can't put my pinpoint it. If I would have known right then, I was like, oh, he's a dude who hooped at UMKC. He was nice. White dude, always kept his hair nice. Okay. Always hooped in the V-neck. I don't know, I can't remember his name. Okay. But I was like, oh, yeah, he's, let's say, older than me. A good 6-8 years older. Okay. Like, he's nice. So we're still young. And my boy, he's black. He's like, man, I'm going to get this dude the word. I'm going to get him the word.
Did you even warn him?
No, I couldn't pinpoint.
You couldn't figure it out yet.
Yes, I'm like, I can't think of it. Came down the court, because he's like, I got him. Man.
Yeah, the business.
So smooth still. Like, jump shot. The nice jump shot for him. When the net, there's like the bottom, just there's a little, like not the whole net went up, it's just the bottom. And I saw it, my boy's like, man.
Switch.
Like on defense, he's not a great defender. The white dude's not a great defender, but he's solid. So he was trying to bring it up. He stripped at the bottom. I was like, oh, well, you have to protect that ball. He came down again. One dribble. I was like, ooh. He's like, Alex, you want to switch? I was like, nah, hey, you got him in rhythm. I'm gonna look stupid. Like, nah, you want to stay on him for the rest of the game now.
You want to give him the weapons and want me to get killed.
Because once you hit two, like that, nah.
You know what I think? I feel like every nice white dude that I come across, they all move similar to the way Melo moves.
I don't say all that.
I feel like Melo is so textbook, and like every white dude that I come by that is really nice, they look like the model of what they want a traditional hooper to look like.
I was gonna say more like a Klay Thompson.
Klay?
When you see Clay, there's nothing out there that's whoa, but he can do everything.
He get it done.
Right. Now when I say smoother, I mean Melo smooth. You know, Melo's my boy. You can't say that.
That's why you want.
I know. Yeah.
That's the only reason. But I'm gonna stick to my opinion.
I'm sorry, Melo. I'm sorry. I don't know who he's talking about.
Melo's not as saucy as like Melo is smooth, but he's not saucy to me. Don't give me that face. Melo's not saucy. He's smooth, but he's not saucy. He's not a Kyrie. He's not like who else I could even put in there that's saucy?
Name a big man that do what Melo does like that.
Melo's not a big man. He's a 3.
Yeah. Okay. Name a 3. Can LeBron do it like Melo?
He's smooth. It's not saucy.
That makes it saucy.
No, no, saucy is like.
Hey, once we done recording, I'm gonna show him something. He don't know. I used to live by Carmelo's highlight.
This is why he's mad. I know he's gonna debate me on this.
My post games I got from Melo.
I get it to him. It's smooth. Yes, it's smooth.
It's saucy.
It's not saucy. It's smooth.
When you say saucy, you mean like the flair?
Yes.
Like, okay, Kyrie has a lot of flair, but how many people? Dame Lillard don't have the flair then. You want to kind of compare it?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, if you say okay.
Look, when I'm saying this about Melo, it's not dissing Melo at all.
It feels like I feel on my soul. I feel on my soul. Hey, I'm about to put the gloves on.
I die by my opinion. Melo is smooth, yes. Saucy, no.
Hey, my heart's beating hard. You know? Okay.
I feel it. I feel it coming off his body.
You might have to end on this note. You might have to end on this note.
He about to run upstairs and put on all his Melo jerseys.
Hey, you might have to end on this note.
Dude, I think I might have fucked myself up. I'm about to be here for like another 20 minutes watching game film with this dude.
And then next time we record, you gonna start off. Okay.
No.
I was wrong.
No, I'm hard-headed. You can ask my girl. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm still sticking to my word.
Skip! You know Skip! Skip! Skip!
Don't shit at me, man.
Skip! Skip! Sam! 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 Sam? Sam! Alright, y'all. We got cut off, man. You just watched PinDown with your boy, ALX.
Sam. Melo not saucy.
Sam.
Melo not saucy. He's smooth, but he not saucy.
Alright. Peace out.